Let's talk about disappointment. Not the minor stuff. I mean the real gut punch kind. The plan that evaporated. The door that slammed shut. The effort that collapsed. Completely. Like this culinary masterpiece right here. We've all had that moment where what you pictured in your head and what landed in reality aren't just different. They're from different galaxies. And our first hardwired instinct is to see this as an ending, a period, a full stop, failure, game over. But what if we've been reading the map wrong this whole time? What if this isn't the universe writing the end on your story? What if it's just the editor slapping a big red impossible to miss sticker on the manuscript of your life that says, Revised Edition? Your first draft had a plot hole. This disappointment? This is the new data, the critical feedback. It's not a rejection slip, it's a rewrite request. Let me give you my chapter in verse. I had it all charted. The city, the career, the apartment with the vague atmospheric fireplace I definitely use for cozy reading. I could see the whole montage. The soundtrack was picking itself. The reality? This. A small, buzzing space heater in a beige box of a rental. The soundtrack was the hum of the interstate and my own sighing. This was the chapter where I was sure the story stalled, where the cursor just blinked on a blank page titled, Well, now what? And what now is the most terrifying and ultimately the most freeing question in the dictionary. Because with the big shiny plan A officially declared deceased, you have permission to try the alphabet. What now turned out to be saying yes to things with zero stakes. A random class listed on a community board. A weird hobby I was guaranteed to be bad at. Making, well, this. In the moment, holding this wet, collapsing lump of clay, it felt like another entry for the failure ledger. A soup bowl for a ghost, I muttered to myself. But then, the person next to me, a woman who had the kind of face that had seen a few plot twists, glanced over. She didn't see a failure. She saw character, intention. She nodded very seriously and said, Huh, abstract. I like it. Reminds me of my first marriage. And we laughed. A real deep, snorting laugh that echoed in that dusty studio. And in that laugh, the entire script of that day, maybe of that year, flipped. The narrative changed. It was no longer a story about things falling apart. It was a story about things coming together in a shape I never could have drawn. Here's the reframe that changed everything for me. Disappointment isn't a wall. It's a detour sign you've been speeding past. Your internal GPS wasn't broken. It had been recalculating the route for miles, trying to get you off the congested, predictable highway you were white-knuckling, and onto the winding, scenic back road that actually leads to somewhere interesting. Somewhere you, the ghost bowl, the unexpected laugh, the human connection in a pottery studio, those weren't marked on the original mass-produced map. Those were the secret coordinates, the treasure you weren't looking for. So the cake is a disaster. The fireplace is a space heater. The 5-year plan is a 1-page pamphlet covered in coffee stains. Good, excellent even. The first draft is done. It served its purpose. It got you to this sentence. Now you get to write the better, weirder, truer, more you version, the one you couldn't have possibly outlined from the safe theoretical beginning. The revised edition is always, always more interesting. But hey, that's just my chapter. I really want to hear yours. What's one revised edition moment from your life? Where did a letdown or a detour secretly point you toward something better, or truer, or just more fun? Let's swap stories down in the comments. And if you want more thoughts on navigating these unexpected plot twists, consider subscribing for more. Hit that like button if your internal GPS has ever taken you on a wild, unplanned adventure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.